guys. So, I thought I'd talk about something that a lot of people might not be aware of, and that is the fact that most disabled people that you see in TV and movies are actually able bodied actors who are playing the part of a disabled person. So, most people might not think that's a huge deal, but it's kind of interesting that they wouldn't hire somebody for the role that actually has that disability and could play it probably a lot better and have a better understanding of the character. So I have found quite a long list of examples of people that have played parts with disabilities who are actually able-bodied actors. So I think one of the more popular ones that a lot of people are aware of is Drake played a character on the show Degrassi. He played a character, Jimmy Brooks, who became a paraplegic after he was shot. Another really popular character who was in a wheelchair was Artie from the show Glee. It's played by Kevin McHale, who is an able-bodied actor who played Artie, who was a paraplegic. He was a paraplegic throughout the whole show. He never had an injury in the show. That's just how he was introduced. The show Mom has a character on, I believe, currently still. The character's name is Adam, played by William Fichtner, and he also plays a paraplegic. The show Superstore has a character named Garrett, played by Colton Dunn. And one last example of a TV actor would be Scott Porter, who was on Friday Night Lights and played Jason Street. And that character was actually injured on the show in the first episode playing football and sustained a spinal cord injury and then continues through the show as a paraplegic. So then I was also able to find a few examples of the same thing in movies. So you may have seen my video a few months back about my opinion on the Me Before You movie, that character living as a quadriplegic. The actor that played him was not a quadriplegic. It was Sam Claflin. He played Will's character and is an able-bodied actor. There's a movie on Netflix called The Fundamentals of Caring. Craig Roberts played the character Trevor, who had muscular dystrophy. The movie Theory of Everything is based around Stephen Hawking's life, and it was played by Eddie Redmayne, and Stephen Hawking had ALS. So that one, I kind of can understand why they picked one actor to play that, because it would be hard to get somebody with ALS to do that movie because there's so many progressive stages of it and it's very quick and changing, so they would need somebody to be able to show all those parts of that disease. And then the movie Born on the 4th of July. It was based on a true story of a man who was in the war. Tom Cruise played him. His name was Ron Kovic, and he became a paraplegic after the war, and it just kind of goes on about what his life is like afterwards. And Tom Cruise actually won his first Oscar for that movie. And after my searching, I was actually able to find a few examples of people with disabilities who play these characters. There's a sitcom called Speechless with a younger boy. His name is Micah Fowler, and he plays his own character who has cerebral palsy and shows what his life is basically like because he actually has it. I'm sure many of you have seen the show Breaking Bad and know that Walt Jr. has cerebral palsy as well and uses the canes to walk. And that actor, RJ Might, does have cerebral palsy, but I believe it's a less severe form than what they show Walt Jr. having. Then I also found an actor, Darrell Mitchell, who plays on the show NCIS New Orleans, and he is a paraplegic. Then the last paraplegic actor that I found was Marcus York, and he played Billy on The Office and was on quite a few episodes of that and is actually in a chair. So, needless to say, a very large percentage of actors who you see with disabilities are actually able-bodied people, and honestly, I would say the most real person on TV who has a disability would be Joe from Family Guy, who's in a wheelchair. But thank you so much for watching, and if you have any other examples of actors who are in things that are able-bodied actors playing disabilities, I would be super curious to see what else is out there. And yeah, see you guys in the next one.